Hi students, myself Sagar sir, and today we are going to learn the very important chapter that is differentiation. We call it as a derivatives. Actually, this is the first lecture we are going to learn. First of all, I would like to just recall what we have learned in 10th standard. Actually, we think ये जो हम डिफरेंशिएशन पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, जो डेरिवेटिव्स पढ़ रहे हो, कुछ नया होगा. Actually, it is new thing, but वैसे देखा जाए तो it is connected to the 10th standard syllabus. But how it is connected? Listen, in 10th standard, you have already learned about the coordinate geometry. You have learned about the coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry, you have learned how to write the equation of the line. You have learned almost 4-5 types of equations. Which types of equations you have learned? Yes, it's a slope point form, slope intercept form, double intercept form, and 2-point form. Yes, you have learned about it, and I think you know all these types very well. Today we are going to just extend that particular concept, and first of all I would like to ask you, what do you mean by the slope? I hope you remember the meaning of slope. Consider we are having a particular equation. For example, if I say y is equals to 2x plus 3, y is equals to 2x plus 3 is the equation we are having, and if we need to draw the graph of this particular equation, what we have to do? We have to just take out some points, right? We have to solve this equation. We have to take 3-4 solutions. Actually, it is not required to take 3-4 solutions. With the help of 2 solutions only, we can get the equation of the line, because to draw the straight line, we need at least 2 points. To get those 2 points, first of all, what we'll do, we'll keep on substituting the value of x. For example, put x is equals to, if I say 0, what will be the value of y? Yes, very simple, that is nothing but 3. If I substitute the value of x is 2, what do you think? Yes, y is going to be 2 to the 4, 4 plus 3, 7. That means the first point I am having, that is 0, 3, and the second point I am having, that is 2, 7. That is 2, 7. 0, 3, consider here it is 0, 3. For example, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'll locate the first point. What is the first point we are having here? Yes, that is 0, 3. 0, 3 is here. What is the second point we are having? That is 2, 7. 2, 7 will be here somewhere. Yes, exactly 2, 7. If I join these 2 points, I'll get a straight line. Yes, consider here it is a straight line, and the equation of the line is equals to y is equals to 2x plus 3. In 10th standard, you have done all these things, how to draw the equation of a line, how to draw the graph of the given equation, and you have learned about the slope, right? Slope is nothing but, yes, you know very well. Yes, tell me, in this particular equation, can you tell me what is the slope? Yes, because you know the equation, which is nothing but y is equals to mx plus c, and this equation is called as a slope intercept form. This equation is called as a slope intercept form, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. C kya tha? Y-intercept, right? So definitely, if I compare, then I am getting the slope as 2. That means the slope for this line will be 2. Slope of this line is nothing but 2. So at the start of the lecture, I would like to just make you comfortable that in this new chapter, differentiation, we are not going to learn something else. We are going to learn again the slopes. Yes, exactly. We are going to learn the slope. In the same way, consider you are having the equation y is equal to 2x plus 3. Then what is the slope of this particular line? Yes, it is 2. That means the derivative of this particular equation is 2. That means the derivative is equals to 2, right? Derivative is 2. Then you will say, then what is the new thing we are going to learn in this chapter? The new thing is that, yes, in 10th standard, we have only gone through a straight line. We have gone through a straight line. But in this standard, we are not only dealing with the straight line, we have to deal with different types of function, which is not a straight line. It may be a curve, It may be a ellipse, it may be a parabola, it may be a circle, it may be a wave, just like a sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, right? We'll have a different equation, and accordingly we have to find out the slope of that particular equation. And to get the slope, because in this equation we are having the constant slope, in this equation we are having the constant slope, that is nothing but 2. The slope is constant, that means the derivative of this equation is 2. But when the graph is different, if you are having the curve, for an example, just pay attention. Consider, suppose there is x-axis, this one is a y-axis, and we are having a graph which is a curve, okay. I'll draw the curve for an example. Yes, this is the curve, and I want the slope of this equation. I want a slope of this equation. Can you tell me, is the slope of this graph is constant? Definitely not. Initially the slope is almost equivalent to 0, that is parallel to the x-axis. As the graph goes ahead, that means if I goes on increasing the values of x, what is happening? The value of y is again increasing, not an issue, but the slope is not constant. Slope is not constant. Here it was 0, right? As we goes on increasing the graph value of x, the slope is going to be increased, right? That means the graph is not constant. The slope is not constant. If the slope is not constant, then can you get the slope directly with the help of the equations we have learned in 10th standard? Definitely not. So for that particular purpose, what we need to do? For that particular purpose, what we need to do? Now just pay attention, because we have gone through the chapter limit already, right? So very simple funda. We have to just select 2 points of the graph. We have to just select 2 points of the graph. Consider, here it is the first point. I am having the first point over here. Yes, I'll name it as a point A, right? So what will be the x coordinate? I'll consider this one as, yes, it's x1. I'll call it as x1. If this point is x1, then if I am here, then what is the value? That is, this is the function y is equals to f of x we are having. So I'll call it as f of x1. ठीक है? x1 लोगे चलेगा, नहीं लोगे तो भी चलेगा. If this point is a x, then here it is function f of x, right? Now pay attention. I am going to select the second point over here. Actually, the second point has to be very near to point A. The reason is that अगर वो point के A के एकदम नजदीक रहेगा, तो what will happen? The part which you will select, समझो मैंने यहाँ पे एक एकदम नजदीक point select किया, एक एकदम नजदीक point select करूंगा तो क्या होगा? जो टुकड़ा मैं select करूंगा, whatever the part I will be having, it will be a straight line. It will be a straight line. For an instant, अगर मैं एकदम नजदीक का point लूंगा, what will happen? You will not get the diagram exactly. So I'll do one thing. I'll just zoom it. मैं इसको zoom कराता हूँ, तो ये point थोड़ा दूर चला जाएगा. I'll consider the second point here. That is point B. That is point B. I'll do one thing. I'll substitute the value of x as A. So this will become A. This will become A. X is fine. Okay. The second point, whatever I am having, yes, मैंने कितना distance बढ़ाया? The very small distance I am going to increase. Very small distance in the sense, very small. That is, I'll consider this distance as h. So what will be this point? This will be x plus h. This will be x plus h. If this point is x plus h, तो यहाँ पे जो function होगा, this function will be f of x plus h. This function will be f of x plus h. Now pay attention. I am going to have this particular part AB. Which one? Part AB. And the part AB, is it a curve now? No, it is just like a straight line, because I have selected very two nearby points, right? So I'll consider it as a straight line. So consider AB is a straight line for an instant. Now I'll do one thing. As I said right now, derivative is nothing but the process to find out the slope of the particular graph. The process to find out the slope of this particular part, that is AB. So can you tell me the coordinate of point A? Yes, exactly. I will have the coordinate of point A. Yes, tell me what is it? Point A का coordinate क्या होगा? यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? Here it is x. Here it is x. And what is this one? This one is f of x. That means x coordinate is x and y coordinate क्या आ रहा है? F of x आ रहा है. So I consider the coordinate of point A is x comma f of x. Okay. The next point B I am having. What will be the coordinate of point B? Yes, tell me. B का क्या दिख रहा है? X coordinate. It's x plus h. And y coordinate क्या दिख रहा है? F of x plus h. Okay. Yes. Tell me if you are having 2 points. अगर आपके पास 2 point है, can you find out the slope of that particular part? Yes, definitely you will get the slope of that particular segment. A straight line, just like a straight line जिसको हमने पकड़ा है AB को. Can you get the slope of AB now? Yes, definitely, because you are having the two coordinates, both the coordinates of point A and B. So with the help of 2-point form, yes, definitely. With the help of 2-point form, we can have a slope. Now tell me, what is the slope? Formula बोलो क्या है? Slope, that is, yes, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Yes, substitute. I'll consider. Yes, here I'll consider this one as x1 and y1. I'll consider this as x2 and y2 for an instant. Sorry. Yes, that is fine. No issues. चलो इसको x2 लेता हूँ. x2 and y2, x1 and y1. ठीक है. Substitute those values. What is the value of y2 here? Yes, tell me. Yes, f of x plus h minus, what is the value of y1? Yes, f of x whole divided by, what is the value of x2? X plus h. And what is the value of x1? That is x, that is minus x, minus x1, that is minus x. What is the next step? X and minus x will get cancel out each other. What is the remaining part? That is f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h. Whole divided by h. ये क्या हुआ रे? This is the slope of AB. This is the slope of AB. ये AB का slope हो गया. अच्छा, ये जो slope मिला मुझे, मैं अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बोल रहा था कि slope is nothing but the derivative, right? But the problem is that every time is this formula is applicable? Yes, definitely not. The reason is that आपका जो h होना चाहिए, कितना होना चाहिए रे? It has to be very small. लेकिन अगर मैं सिंपल ऐसे ही फॉर्मूला लगाऊं तो h का वैल्यू आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हो, तो डेफिनेटली आपको कर्व का छोटे से पार्ट का डेरिवेटिव उस समय का नहीं मिलेगा, इंस्टेंटेनियस डेरिवेटिव आपको मिलेगा नहीं. तो करना क्या होगा, आपका h हमेशा ऑलमोस्ट जीरो होना चाहिए, लेकिन जीरो नहीं होना चाहिए, जीरो से थोड़ा सा बड़ा होना चाहिए. तो ये लिखते कैसे हैं? यस, विद द हेल्प ऑफ लिमिट्स. तो लिमिट का यूज करके हम इसको लिखेंगे. दैट मींस इफ आई अप्लाई द लिमिट टू दिस पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन, आई विल गेट द डेरिवेटिव. यस, आई विल गेट द स्लोप. आई विल गेट द स्लोप एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ डेरिवेटिव. So I'm going to apply. ये हो गया slope. This is the slope. अच्छा, डेरिवेटिव लिखते कैसे? Because the function is y. Yes, हम function कैसे लिखते हैं? Y से लिखते हैं. डेरिवेटिव हम d upon dx से लिखते हैं. So this is nothing but dy by dx. This is nothing but dy by dx. ये कब होगा? अगर मैं इस पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन को जो अभी मिला है मुझे, स्लोप को, लिमिट अप्लाई करता हूं. लिमिट क्या होगा? h टेंड्स टू 0, f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h, right? And this is the very first formula to get the derivative of any particular function. Formula क्या है? Yes, it has to be written in the form of dy by dx. That is nothing but limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h. अगर ये डायरेक्टली फॉर्मूला आप देखने जाए तो थोड़ा सा जमलिंग हो जाता है, कहां से आया, राइट? बट इफ यू गो थ्रू दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट, यू विल गेट टू नो ये जो फॉर्मूला था, ये 2-point फॉर्म फॉर्मूला था, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, राइट? सिर्फ थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा चेंजेस क्या किया है इसमें, यस हमने क्या अप्लाई किया इसको, लिमिट्स अप्लाई किया हुआ है। लिमिट क्यों अप्लाई किया है, क्योंकि ये ग्राफ स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं है, स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं है, इसके लिए हमने दो नजदीक पॉइंट सिलेक्ट किए हुए हैं। अगर बहुत दूर के पॉइंट सेलेक्ट करूंगा तो मुझे वापस कर्व दिख जाएगा, वो कर्व नहीं चाहिए, मुझे स्ट्रेट लाइन चाहिए, उसके लिए मैंने बहुत नजदीक वाले दो पॉइंट लिए हैं। लेकिन हमेशा एच अगर किसी ने ज्यादा डाल दिया तो वो दूर पॉइंट चला जाएगा, अगेन का कर्व हो जाएगा, इसके लिए मुझे एच बहुत ज्यादा डालना नहीं है। समझ में आ रहा है? अगर मुझे एच ज्यादा डालना नहीं है, बहुत छोटा डालना है, तो मुझे क्या अप्लाई करना होगा, उसको लिमिट अप्लाई करना होगा। जब मैं इस फंक्शन को लिमिट अप्लाई करता हूं तो मुझे स्लोप मिलता है छोटे से टुकड़े का, जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, यस डेरिवेटिव, इट इज रिटन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ dy by dx। और उसका दूसरा फॉर्म है, जैसे y फंक्शन लिखते हैं तो फंक्शन को f of x भी लिखते हैं, राइट? और उसके डेरिवेटिव के ऊपर खाली डैश लगाना, दैट इज f dash of x is equals to dy by dx is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h, and this is the derivative. Now इसको क्या बोला जाता है, यस इसको बोला क्या जाता है, क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में कैसे आता है, फाइंड द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ द फंक्शन विथ फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड, डेरिवेटिव बाय फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल, डेरिवेटिव बाय फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड। सो आई नेम इट एज फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड। ये कौन सा है, फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड, ओके। और ये जो फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड है, with the help of that particular method we can get the derivative, that is dy by dx is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h, ठीक है। with the help of this particular type, क्योंकि जो फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज है उस एक्सरसाइज में आपको जो डेरिवेटिव्स निकालने हैं वो डेरिवेटिव विद द हेल्प ऑफ फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड ही निकालना है। तो सबसे पहले आपको ये मेथड समझना होगा। I'll do one thing, I'll take कुछ एक छोटे छोटे एग्जांपल लेता हूं और उस एग्जांपल के हिसाब से मैं ये फॉर्मूला वहां पे कैसे अप्लाई करना है, I'll just let you know, okay? So I hope you got all those things. Yes, I'll just have a question. Yes, find the derivative find the derivative of the following function by first principle method, and the first question we are having, first function क्या दिया है देखो, that is 2x square plus 4, 2x square plus 4 ये अपना फंक्शन है, और 2x square plus 4 इसका हमें डेरिवेटिव निकालना है। एक वेरी सिंपल फंडा है, इज इट ए लीनियर इक्वेशन, नो, क्योंकि x का पावर कितना दिख रहा है, 2 दिख रहा है, दैट मींस इट इज अ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, और क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन का ग्राफ पैराबोला के फॉर्म में आता है, जैसे कि आपने अभी तक पढ़ा नहीं है, बट जस्ट कीप इट इन माइंड, क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन एक पैराबोला होता है, और पैराबोला का स्लोप तो डेफिनेटली, जैसे पैराबोला ऐसे ग्राफ आने वाला तो डेफिनेटली उसका स्लोप तो कांस्टेंट है नहीं, स्लोप पहले क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ते जा रहा है बढ़ते जा रहा है, फिर कांस्टेंटली बढ़ते ही जाता है, राइट? सो वो इसका डेफिनेटली स्लोप कांस्टेंट आएगा नहीं, तो क्या करेंगे, तो हमें डेफिनेटली विद द हेल्प ऑफ फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल मेथड वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन। सो स्क्वायर प्लस 4, x के बदले क्या रखना है मुझे, x प्लस है, जैसे कि देखो अपने अभी जो फॉर्मूला पढ़ा, क्या था फॉर्मूला, यस f dash of x is equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h, ओके। तो ये f of x तो दे चुके हो लोग, राइट? हमें क्या चाहिए, f of x plus h चाहिए, x plus h मतलब मुझे हर x के बदले क्या रखना होगा, x plus h रखना है, क्या आएगा, x plus h square plus 4, that is x plus h the whole square क्या आएगा, x square plus 2xh plus h square plus 4, अब 2 जैसे अंदर जाएगा क्या हो जाएगा, 2 into x square क्या होगा, 2x square plus 2 2 जा 4xh plus 2 into h square 2h square plus 4, राइट? अब ये जो वैल्यू मिला है मैं क्या करूंगा, अब इस फॉर्मूला में सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा और देखूंगा डेरिवेटिव क्या आता है, f dash of x is equals to limit h tends to 0, what is the value of f of x plus h, yes यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है क्या है, 2x square plus 4xh plus 2h square plus 4 minus f of x, minus f of x मतलब minus 2x square plus 4, that is minus 2x square minus 4 हो जाएगा, whole divided by h. अब क्या होगा रे? Yes, 2x square and minus 2x square will get cancelled out. Plus 4 and minus 4 will get cancel out each other. What is the remaining part? Pay attention now. That is limit h tends to 0, 4xh. Yes, 4xh plus 2h square whole divided by h. अच्छा, ऊपर क्या कॉमन आ रहा है? h कॉमन दिख रहा है. चलो h कॉमन ले लेते हैं. लिमिट h टेंस टू 0, h कॉमन ले लिया. व्हाट इज द रिमेनिंग पार्ट? 4x plus 2h whole divided by h. चलो अभी क्या होगा? h और h कैंसिल. जैसे h कैंसिल हुआ अपना लिमिट का काम खत्म हुआ. बिकॉज if I substitute the value of h as 0, it will become 0 upon 0. अगर ये फंक्शन में डालता 4x into 0 plus 2 0 square upon 0, it will become 0 upon 0. और 0 upon 0, yes, it is indeterminate form. और वो indeterminate form का वैल्यू ढूंढने के लिए हमने किसको बुलाया था? लिमिट्स को. ठीक है, तो लिमिट का काम खत्म हो गया. 0 upon 0 का जो पार्ट आ रहा था h upon h उसको उड़ा दिया, तो लिमिट का काम खत्म हुआ. What is the remaining part we are having now? Yes, that is 4x plus 2h. जैसे लिमिट का काम खत्म हो जाता है, लिमिट क्या करता है? Whatever the value of h we are having, हमें as it is उसमें क्या करना है? Substitute करना है. Now substitute the value of h as it is. What is happening? Check. h 0, that is 4x plus 2 into 0. Final answer is 4x. That means the derivative of this particular function is 4x. Derivative is 4x, right? That means now tell me, ये मिला हमें slope. Is it a constant? No. 4x is not a constant because as you goes on changing the value of x, you will get different slopes. Definitely, क्योंकि अगर मैंने बोला था थोड़ी देर पहले, it's a parabola. Parabola मतलब हर पॉइंट पे उसका स्लोप धीरे 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 कम होते जा रहा है, बढ़ रहा है, right? तो as you goes on substituting the values of x, as x for example मैंने 1 डाला, जहाँ पे x 1 होगा वहाँ पे स्लोप 4 होगा. As I substitute the value of x as 2 डाला तो 2 4 8 हो गया. जहाँ पे मैंने 10 डाला तो 10 4 40 हो गया, स्लोप बढ़ रहा है. अगर मैंने -5 डाला तो -5 into 4 -20 उल्टा आ जाएगा, राइट? मतलब हर अलग अलग पॉइंट पे उसके अलग अलग स्लोप आपको मिलते रहेंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ डिफरेंशिएशन. आई होप यू गॉट द कंसेप्ट. Later on I'll keep on continuing the exercise question मैं next time ले लूंगा. I hope you are understanding. If you are having any doubts, definitely you can comment, and you have to just subscribe my channel, and I hope you will do it. And if you are having any doubts, definitely you have to just comment your doubt.